Having a supplier list is key to understanding which suppliers are going to give you the best results. Today, I'm going to talk through how to make your own one and give you a free download of one that I created already. Stay tuned. If you don't know who I am, my name is Thomas Parkinson, and quite simply, I've been selling on Amazon now for 4 years doing online arbitrage. I'll drop a link to a video up there of my road to 1 million right now as a journey that I'm on. Now, quite simply today, what are we going to go through in this video? First things first, number one, I'm going to talk through why you should be making a supplier list. Number two, I'm going to be talking about what type of seller you are and how this affects your supplier list. Number three, I'm going to share with you how to build your own supplier list and what to look for in that. And then finally, number four, I'm going to give you a live walkthrough of our free supplier list that you can download and an extra one that gives a lot more information and what other things you might want to record, which maybe has shown us so much more about the different types of suppliers. So let's get into it now. Okay, so today we're going to be going through how to build your own supplier list. But if you want to fast track and just get to the supplier list of ready-made, free for yourself, quite simply, there is a link down below whereby I have shown you, I've got available our top 100 suppliers taken from all our deals sourced over the last year. So you can have a look at that, have a look down below. That's a free version of our top 100 suppliers list. It's just going to help you out in your business, maybe getting started on Amazon. Okay, so first things first, number one, why should I be thinking about making a supplier list? Well, quite simply is we are all different. All our businesses are different and we find different suppliers which work and suppliers which don't work. Now, quite simply, by building a supplier list, what we're doing is collecting information about those suppliers which work for our business. Now, the reason why that is super important is because if you understand what is working, then just do more of that. So building that list of suppliers which are finding you good deals all the time and going back to those suppliers is going to be key to growing your business and obviously making more profits. So building a supplier list is super important because you understand which stores make you the most amount of money. Now, quick question for you guys. We obviously have got our free supplier list in the download, but have you already got a supplier list? Have you already started building it? Let me know in the comments down below. I'm interested to see how many people actually have a supplier list on there and maybe even how many suppliers you've got. Okay, so number two, identifying what type of seller you are. Now, quite simply, we are all at a different stage in our Amazon journey. Now, you might just be starting out on your journey and you've got maybe a couple of hundred, maybe even £1,000 or $1,000 to invest into your business. Now, that might be a very different situation to where we are, say in my business, and we're trying to do 7 figures this year. So the amount we're spending is very different. Now, if you're just starting out, you might be a high ROI, high profit, maybe not such fast selling lines. But for me, I might take a much lower profit, lower ROI, but then much higher sales per month because I've just got more money to spend, so I'm willing to reduce it down. Now, quite simply, there is going to be sellers at all different stages of this journey, and different suppliers will work for different sellers at different stages. And quite simply, it's really important to understand where you're at and record what sellers or suppliers, are working for your business, finding the deals which are going to meet your criteria, because the sellers that work for my business, or suppliers, might not be the suppliers that work for your business. So building that supplier list is super key because we're all different in our Amazon journeys. Okay, quite simply, that leads me nicely on to number three, how to build your own suppliers list. Well, quite simply, if you haven't purchased anything already, what you're looking to do is just do sourcing, find deals which are going to work for your business. Now, the one thing which I'll say is you are looking for the deals that you purchase, not the deals that you find, but the deals that you purchase, and you want to build a list of all those deals that you're purchasing. Now, once you start building up a picture of which deals you're purchasing, you're going to know which stores those deals are coming from. And building up that picture of a list of different stores is going to be really key because you're going to see which stores are working for you. Now, my top tip would probably be get to at least 100 deals that you're buying before you start looking at which stores are working. Why? Because you might jump onto one store which isn't actually that good, find 1 or 2 deals and spend all your time on it. Quite simply, if you can find 100 deals straight away, or once you found 100 deals, that's going to give you a much better indication of probably all of the market to say, actually, here's maybe where my deals are coming best from, and then spend a bit more time focusing on that. but always be looking at growing that list, maybe adding new suppliers in. That leads me quite nicely on to a second part of it, which is about what do you want to look for in maybe a new supplier when you're looking for new suppliers to add to your list. Generally speaking, the criteria that I would look for when I'm looking for a new supplier are as follows. Number one, I'm probably looking for a big range of products. That quite simply means that they buy lots of stock, and as a result of buying lots of stock, they can negotiate better prices with the manufacturer, and in turn, you and I are going to get better prices when we buy. Number two, I quite enjoy them having something like a clearance section. It just means that's an easy to go to place where I can jump in, have a quick look for deals before we get into maybe sourcing the rest of the website. Number three, I like to make sure they've got a good delivery service. I want to make sure that when I found a deal, I can get it shipped to my house or my prep center as quickly as possible, and preferably for free. Number four, I generally like them to be able to allow me to order large quantities. When I find a good deal, I want to be buying big in that. And if I really like it, I want to buy as much as I can. So when you're limited to like 3s, it's a real problem. So generally, if you can get more than 10, maybe up to 100, then I'm really happy with that. And then number 5, quite simply, they have something like big discounts. Maybe they run voucher code offers. When they're regularly running offers on their deals, that means I can then just come in and buy those items really, really well, and obviously make profits from them. Now, quite simply, when you found maybe a new supplier, go do some sourcing with that, try and find some deals and add those products from those deals onto your buy sheet. And quite simply, when you've got a big list of your buy or the products you've purchased, start looking at all the suppliers, where they're coming from, and find out which ones are going to be the best for you. Now, that leads me quite nicely onto the final section I want to talk about today, which is the free download. And I'm going to go through a live screen share here. And also, I want to show you a paid for version we have as well, which has a lot more information in it. And it might give you some ideas of the information that you might want to collect in your own supplier sheet, just to give you more insights into what's really working in your business. So let's jump on the computer now. I'll go through the free version, and then I'll go through the paid for version as well. Have a look. Okay, so right here, we've got the free version that you can download using the link below. Now, quite simply, this is our top 100 suppliers. Now, how did we generate this information? Well, if you don't know, we run FastTrackFBA leads, and this is whereby we have a service which is about our team of VAs going out sourcing deals 7 days a week. These are arbitrage, online arbitrage opportunities, buy low from retail stores online and sell on the Amazon marketplace. We've been running this now for 2 years, and quite simply, we are finding so many deals. What have I done? I've basically taken all those deals generated over the last year, and what I've done is just grouped them or sorted them by the top 100 suppliers that we found the most amount of deals. So if you want to know, if you go to the 101 best store, the number of deals you find there will be 25 times less than what you'll get at the number 1 best-selling store. And it's just that. Finding the best suppliers, going to the best suppliers, means that for every hour you work, you are either going to find some deals or 25 times that number of deals in that hour work. That's the simple logic behind it, and why it's really important to have a supplier list which works for your business. So quite simply here, we've got all the suppliers. Now they're just organized in alphabetical order. So we've got supplier name and supplier URL. So if you're just starting out and you want some suppliers to go to, I'd really recommend have a look at this. This is going to help you out and give you 100 stores that you can start sourcing from, which are our statistically best 100 stores from FastTrackFBA leads. Now that's the free version. We've also got a paid for version, which I'll go through here, where we've added a lot more data in, just to give you a lot more insights into it. And we've ordered it from the best supplier to the 100th best supplier. Okay, so here we are with the top 100 paid for version. Now, quite simply, what I've done is I've hidden the names of the suppliers, and obviously they won't be hidden when you actually pay for it, and also the URLs won't be hidden either, but the data is all here that you're going to see. So quite simply, what we've done is I've taken the average buy price for all the products that we're buying, or the deals that we're seeing from those suppliers, the average sale price, so you can get a feel for them. But also we've got the average sale price over the last 90 days. So for all the deals that we're finding, we average out the sale price over the last 90 days. So you can see which ones have a higher selling price, generally means more revenue and more profits, or maybe a lower selling price, which could be faster selling. Now, quite simply, rank, which is a very good indicator of sales per month. And what we're looking at is the lower the number, the faster they're selling the items. So we put the average of the last 90 days rank for all of the deals we have in there. We've also got the average profit, so you can see from each supplier what's the average profit today of all the deals that we found. And then also as well, we have the average profit over the last 90 days. So the difference between today's price and maybe the average historical ones, and you can see which works there. And then even the number of FBA sellers, so how much competition are you going to have. Now, quite simply with this paid for version, what you're going to see is that once you've got this information, you can see not only the top 100 suppliers in rank order, i.e. the best supplier we have in FastTrackFBA leads is at the top. That's the one that statistically gives you the most amount of deals, but also as well, maybe if you've got a certain model that you're working on, you know what, I want maybe less competition. Maybe you can come across here and have a look at the average number of FBA sellers and maybe find that supplier whereby they statistically have lower number of FBA sellers on their listings, and as a result, you're going to have much less competition. Or maybe you're a seller who is looking for, let's say, higher profit items. You might come across here and see this seller over the last 90 days, or this supplier, sorry, generally has a higher profit than pretty much all the other ones over the 90 days, or even today. So just by knowing the name of that store and spending a bit more time there, you're going to generate more profits for your business. Now, the other one might be that you're looking to be a faster seller. So you're going to be looking at rank average over the last 90 days, and you're going to be looking for low numbers, lower the better. So you can see here, this supplier got an average rank of 34,000. So that means that generally speaking, the products that we buy or the deals that we source from that supplier sell faster than, let's say, for example, this supplier, where it's 81,000. That means that this is a slower selling supplier. This one here is a much faster selling supplier because the rank number is lower. But using information like this from the sheet is just going to give you that information about which suppliers statistically deliver the best deals, the most profits, the fastest selling ones, and have the least competition with them. And by you spending time in those suppliers, it's going to really, really help you out, just supporting you to grow your business quicker and get results. That is what we want. So if you are interested, have a look down below. You can access both of them on the link below. You get the free version, or you can upgrade to the paid for version as well. Okay, so that is pretty much it from me today. That is the top 100 suppliers. And hey, what I will say is if you like this video, give me a big thumbs up. And hey, if you want to see more videos like this, be sure to hit that subscribe button. That's just going to really help you. What I am going to do is share a video around here to how to do reverse sourcing, which is a really great sourcing technique if you're just starting out on Amazon. Watch that as part of a mini series of videos on different sourcing techniques to help you find more deals. But for me, Thomas Parkinson, thank you very much.